he's going to run into a bye week this week where he's going to have 0 quarterbacks to start in a super flex, which is basically a 2-quarterback league.
Yeah.
Okay. To do that. Also, we have IR spots. Cups in the IR. Doesn't matter to this guy.
Hey, don't sleep on Logan. I have him on my bench in our league.
Hey, proud of you. Rostered in 7. I'm just saying, on a team that has George Kittle and Travis Kelce rostered already, maybe not a position of need. Maybe not a position of need. I just want to complain about this guy real quick. I'm going to pull him up on your screen. This guy, okay? Jacob Marshall. This is a Dynasty League. This is a Dynasty Super Flex League. This guy does not communicate to the chat. He will not look at your trade. He has done nothing other than draft players in this league ever since it started. When he did start, it was obvious he wasn't in it for the long run because he took the oldest lineup you possibly could take. So much so that we were like, this guy is going to suck in a year. Like, this guy's hoping this fantasy league dies in a year. And we have one guy who actually knows this person. He vouches for him every single time. He's like, he's not quitting. He's going to pay his dues. We pay dues after the season, by the way, which is sketchy to begin with. It's not that much money, but it's like, it's a principal thing to me. This guy. So this is his team, Super Flex. So the first thing I'd like to point out is he has assets. Like, he has stuff he can trade to rebuild this team into something that's semi-respectable. So Kirk Cousins, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, all 3 guys have fantasy value, are aging, and could be awesome on a team that's trying to win right now. Michael Thomas, we already missed our boat on that one. Could have traded him last season when he was tanking, but just held on to him. Tyler Lockett, old guy, fantasy value, win now value. Started Travis Kelce this week, which I complained about, brought to everyone's attention when I saw that he started Travis Kelce this week. And he has George Kittle in a super flex league. It's 1 tight end. It's not premium tight end. It's point per first down league, 0 point per reception. Okay. Adam Thielen, no fantasy value anymore. Could have traded him for a 3rd round pick in the rookie draft last year. Raheem Mostert, it's individual defensive players. And now look at his bench. So you notice
Tyrod Taylor.
Look at who he has in his super flex position. Raheem Mostert. That's the best he can manage for his super flex position. Maybe I should show you maybe our matchup after this, just to give you context of the 2 best teams in the league, because we face each other in the championship and we face each other in week 1. Tyrod Taylor, Will Levis, and that's it. He's got 3 quarterbacks rostered. One of them is Kirk Cousins, who's got 2 good years left in him. God bless Kirk. Tyrod Taylor, who's never going to see the field again, and Will Levis, who, after what we saw from Tennessee week 1, might see the field again. Will it look good? No, right? It's Will Levis. Maybe he gets a little bit of rushing yards. He's going to run into a bye week this week where he's going to have 0 quarterbacks to start in a super flex, which is basically a 2-quarterback league.
Yeah.
Okay. And he has all these assets. He can deal Derrick Henry for a Matt Stafford or whatever. He could field a legitimate team or just blow it up, which I would also be fine with. If you just want to lose every game this year, go ahead, knock yourself, blow it up, lose every single game, don't have a quarterback, and then just reload it. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. He does literally have the cup on his team. The guy, I would have given him a 1st-round draft pick in the offseason for Cooper Kupp. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do that? I'd have to be an idiot to do that. Also, we have IR spots. Kupp's in the IR. Doesn't matter to this guy. He's going to use that. This was his last player acquisition. But after everything that I've told you, the guy doesn't say anything. After we're adding him in the chat, I'm adding him in the chat. Hot Chocolate Dinosaur needs to be kicked out of the league 3 times this offseason already. Adding him. No response from him. Other people come to his behalf. The first player acquisition he did other than the rookie draft was Logan Thomas for the Washington Commanders.
Hey, don't sleep on Logan. I have him on my bench in our league.
Hey, proud of you. Rostered in 7. I'm just saying, on a team that has George Kittle and Travis Kelce rostered already, maybe not a position of need. Maybe not a position of need is all I'm saying. Hunter Renfrow could have gotten some fab for, who knows? Like, Aaron Donald, like, not starting Aaron Donald, love that. But also DeForest Buckner, who had that weird strip sack. Scored 25 points in our league for a touchdown. Benching Aaron Donald and Darius Buckner, Cam Hayward. So he's got defensive assets that somebody in our league will give him a 4th rounder for, at least, right?
Yeah.
And then just, of course, just like the total doofus move, just in a league where you do not have to start defensive backs, he's rostering like 1, 2, 3, 4. Where he's rostering 4 of, like, I think I looked it up. I think we have like 8 defensive backs rostered in the whole league. 4 of them are on his team. Yeah, so he's got the market. He's got the market on that. Oh, and he doesn't have a 1st-round draft pick next season.
He's doing great.
Cool. So I want him kicked out of the league.
Am
I crazy for thinking that?
No, clearly
Marshall
he does not care. He does not.
He's totally checked out. What's even weirder is we started a separate redraft league that's basically just mostly people from our Dynasty league, and he's in it. Like, he's like, yeah, sign me up for more fantasy football. Like, so he's not burnt out. He's not like he just doesn't care, and he's incompetent. I don't like, if you're going through rough times in your life, whatever, like, I'll give you some grace for that. But he's clearly just a lunatic. I want him out of our fantasy football league. He's just too incompetent. And eventually, my fear is, best case scenario, like, the guy who vouches for him is right, and he's in it for the long haul. We're not going to kick him out, and he'll just suck every year. He'll just be our taco. But, like, worst case scenario, like, he's going to quit after this season, or God forbid in 2 seasons, and just have a dumpster fire of a team that we're not going to be able to convince somebody to pick up, right? And that's my worst nightmare.